This video is aimed at junior cert higher level maths. First, let's consider number systems. There are three number systems on the course. The first one are natural numbers. The letter N, capital N, is used to denote natural numbers. Natural numbers are counting numbers. So it does not include 0, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Natural numbers is a set of positive whole numbers. The second type of number on the Junior Cert course are called integers. Integers are represented by the letter Z. Integers are any whole number, either positive or negative. It also includes 0. So if it's a whole number, it's an integer. Therefore, natural numbers are also integers. The third type of number we must know are real numbers. Every number on the number line is a real number. It includes positive numbers, negative numbers, fractions, decimal numbers. So any number that can be represented on a number line is called a real number. And these are the three number systems we must know. Okay, let's look at the question. True or false? Is 3 an element of natural number set? 3 is a counting number, it is. Is 4 an integer? It is. Is minus 5 a natural number? It's not because it's negative. Is 2.5 real? It is. Is minus 3.5 a natural number? It's not because it's a negative and a fraction. Is 0.5 a natural number? It's not because it's not a whole number. Is 2 3/8 real? It is. And is root 7 real? It is. Okay, here's the second question relating to number lines. We'll notice in each case we're looking at a filled in red line on the number lines. So that means they're real numbers in each case. Each of these diagrams represent real numbers. So we write that by saying x is an element of R. So we're talking about a real number. In the first example, we see that it represents numbers that are greater than or equal to 1. It's or equal to 1 because it's a filled in dot. In the second example, again, it's a real number, and this time it represents numbers less than or equal to minus 1. Again, because it's a filled in dot, it can be equal to minus 1 as well. In the next one, again, it's a real number, but it's an empty dot. So it doesn't include 4. It represents all numbers less than 4. The next one is again a real number. It's not a filled in dot, and so it represents all numbers greater than minus 6. Question 5, it's an empty dot, an empty circle, so it's all numbers that are greater than 6. It doesn't include or equal to. And the last example is an empty dot, so it's a real number, but an empty dot means it doesn't include 2, so this one represents all numbers less than 2. So we write x is less than 2. It's important to understand these. Okay, here we have the third and last example. We're to represent these on a number line. So here I've drawn 3 number lines, and it's in the region minus 3 to 4.5. So I'm going one side above and below those numbers. So in the first one, we're representing this when x is a real number, x is an element of R. So I want what are the real numbers that are bigger than minus 3 but smaller than or equal to 4.5. So I put an empty circle around minus 3 because it doesn't include minus 3. I fill in the circle at around 4.5, and I fill in all the spaces in between that by joining a red line, so to show it's all numbers between those 2 points, minus 3 and 4.5, but doesn't include minus 3. Okay, in the second example, it's the same range of numbers. X is greater than minus 3 and less than or equal to 4.5, but this time it's only real numbers. So it only includes what are the counting numbers less than 4.5. Well, counting numbers start at 1, 2, 3, 4, but doesn't include 5. So there's just 4 numbers in the answer to this. So that's represented by 4 dots. Okay, and we're looking at the last question. It's the same question, but this time x is an element of z, so x is an integer. So this means it's any whole number, whether positive or negative. So we consider the minus 3, we see x is bigger than minus 3, so it doesn't include minus 3. So we start at minus 2, include all the whole numbers going up as far as 4. So they're all the whole numbers that are bigger than minus 3 but smaller or equal to 4.5. Thank you for watching this video.